Is your morning banana making your knees hurt hours later? That pain when you climb stairs might not be just aging after all. What if I told you some of the healthiest foods in your kitchen might be secretly working against your mobility? For decades, we've been taught that fruit equals health, period, end of story. But your body at 60 plus speaks a different language than it did at 30. Today, I'm revealing 7 fruits that might be silently affecting your joint health and how to replace them with better options that support your mobility instead of hindering it. The health message you've heard your entire life might need an important update, one specifically calibrated for your body now. Let's start with understanding why this happens. After 60, your metabolism changes dramatically. Your digestive enzymes decrease by up to 30%. Blood sugar regulation becomes more sensitive. And most importantly, your inflammatory response to certain foods intensifies. These changes mean foods that once energized you might now be triggering discomfort. Think about it. Have you noticed that getting up from your favorite chair takes just a little more effort than it used to? Or that first thing in the morning, your ankle seems stiffer despite getting enough rest? These subtle changes aren't random. They're often your body's quiet response to what you're eating. And sometimes the healthiest sounding choices are the most problematic. Let me explain the science behind this phenomenon. As we age, our intestinal permeability naturally increases. This means compounds from foods that once passed through without issue now trigger immune responses. Recent research from Johns Hopkins revealed that fruit sugars process differently in adults over 60. The same fructose that once fueled your cells efficiently now creates inflammatory byproducts in many seniors. This isn't your fault, it's simply your body evolving. The first culprit might surprise you: lemons and limes. These citrus staples are praised for their vitamin C and detoxifying properties. But their high acidity can trigger inflammation in sensitive joints. The citric acid that gives them their tang can increase inflammatory markers in those with existing joint sensitivity. Many people report increased stiffness in fingers and knees within hours of consuming lemon water or citrus-heavy meals. Recent research from Arthritis Today found that citrus fruits ranked among the top reported dietary triggers for joint pain flare-ups in adults over 65. What's happening is that the acidity alters the pH balance in your synovial fluid, the natural lubricant in your joints. This temporary change can make movement more difficult and uncomfortable. And when discomfort increases, activity decreases, creating a cycle that further weakens joints. Instead of eliminating them completely, try roasting lemons briefly before using them. This reduces acidity while preserving nutrients. Or swap them with gentler acid sources like a splash of apple cider vinegar diluted in water. If you absolutely love citrus, consider taking it earlier in the day rather than evening. This gives your body more time to process the acids before rest. Let's move to the second hidden troublemaker: dried fruits. Those innocent-looking raisins, dried apricots, and cranberries seem like perfect healthy snacks. What's not advertised is their concentrated sugar content. A small handful of raisins contains as much sugar as a full cup of grapes. This sugar concentration can trigger rapid blood sugar spikes. For aging joints, these spikes create an inflammatory cascade that settles right into your knees, ankles, and hips. The sugar crash that follows leaves you feeling fatigued and often more achy than before. It's worth noting that manufacturers often add extra sugar during the drying process. Even packages labeled "no added sugar" contain naturally concentrated sugars that hit your bloodstream rapidly. Dr. Susan Blum, a leading functional medicine specialist, explains that these sugar spikes can increase inflammatory cytokines by up to 30% in seniors. Those cytokines specifically target joint tissues already weakened by age. Replace dried fruits with freeze-dried berries that maintain their nutrient profile without the added sugars. Or try small portions of fresh fruit paired with protein to slow sugar absorption. If you must have dried fruits, pre-soak them in water to reduce sugar concentration and make them easier to digest. Limiting portion size to just 1 to 2 tablespoons rather than handfuls makes a significant difference in how your body responds. The third mobility thief: tropical fruits like pineapple and mango. These vibrant fruits have earned health halos for their enzyme content, but they're also among the highest sugar fruits available. Pineapple contains bromelain, great for digestion but potentially irritating to sensitive joints. Mangoes spike blood sugar faster than almost any other fruit. That sugar rush translates to inflammation, especially in weight-bearing joints. The ache in your knees after enjoying tropical fruit isn't coincidental, it's biochemical. A fascinating study from the University of California tracked inflammation markers in seniors after consuming different fruits. Tropical fruits consistently showed the highest inflammatory response in participants over 65. What makes this tricky is that these same fruits often showed anti-inflammatory effects in younger adults. It's not that tropical fruits are inherently bad, they're just mismatched to your body's current needs. Try switching to kiwi fruit instead. It offers similar tropical flavor with half the sugar and additional vitamin K that supports cartilage health. If you enjoy that tropical taste, consider using small amounts of these fruits as flavor enhancers rather than main ingredients. Half a slice of pineapple, chopped finely over a salad, provides taste without triggering inflammation. Fourth on our list, canned fruit cocktail. It seems convenient and long-lasting, but most canned fruits sit in heavy syrup that doubles their sugar content. Even worse, the canning process often adds preservatives that can trigger joint sensitivity in some people. The metallic linings in some cans contain compounds that may interact with your body's inflammatory response. That stiffness you feel the morning after might be connected to what seemed like a harmless dessert choice. Research published in the Journal of Nutrition and Aging found that preservatives common in canned fruits can inhibit cartilage repair processes in seniors. Your body's healing mechanisms work more slowly after 60, making these inhibitory effects more noticeable. Many canned fruits also have their fiber partially broken down during processing. This means sugar absorption happens faster, creating those problematic spikes we discussed. Choose fresh or water-packed canned fruits instead. Or better yet, freeze your own fresh fruits for convenient portions without additives. If using canned options, rinsing them thoroughly under cold water can remove up to 40% of added syrups and some preservatives. Adding cinnamon to canned fruits not only enhances flavor, but has been shown to moderate blood sugar response. Number 5 might be the most controversial: fruit juices. Even freshly squeezed, unsweetened orange juice delivers a concentrated sugar dose without the fiber. This creates a perfect storm for joint inflammation. The quick absorption leads to insulin spikes that increase inflammatory markers throughout your body. Studies show that consuming whole fruits instead of juice reduces inflammation markers by up to 25%. That difference translates directly to how your knees feel when you stand up from watching TV. What many don't realize is that a single glass of orange juice contains the sugar of 3 to 4 whole oranges. Your body wasn't designed to process that concentration all at once. When researchers at Tufts University measured the cellular impact of juice versus whole fruit, they found significantly different effects on inflammatory pathways. The missing fiber in juice means sugar hits your bloodstream within minutes rather than being gradually released. Try infused water with a few fruit slices instead of juice. Or eat the whole fruit and enjoy a glass of water alongside it. If you truly enjoy your morning juice ritual, try diluting it with equal parts water and adding a tablespoon of chia seeds. This slows sugar absorption while maintaining the taste you enjoy. Sixth on our list, stone fruits like peaches and plums. For some people over 60, these fruits contain compounds that trigger joint sensitivity. They belong to a family of plants that can cross-react with existing inflammatory conditions. The natural compounds that give them their distinct flavor can aggravate arthritic joints in susceptible individuals. If you notice increased stiffness after eating these fruits, your body might be sending you an important message. What's fascinating is that this sensitivity often develops later in life, even if you've enjoyed these fruits for decades without issues. The salicylates in stone fruits accumulate in joint tissues over time, eventually reaching levels that trigger discomfort in some people. The Journal of Rheumatology published findings that up to 30% of seniors with arthritis report increased pain after consuming stone fruits. This doesn't happen immediately but often manifests 12 to 24 hours later, making the connection hard to identify. Try apples or pears instead. They offer similar satisfaction with fewer inflammatory triggers. If you love stone fruits, try them cooked rather than raw. The cooking process breaks down some of the compounds most likely to trigger sensitivity. Also consider enjoying them earlier in the day when your digestive enzymes are naturally higher. Our final surprising joint stressor, fruit smoothies. They seem like the perfect health food, packed with nutrients and fiber. The problem isn't the ingredients but the quantity. Most people consume far more fruit in a smoothie than they would eating whole pieces. 3 bananas, a cup of pineapple, and 2 oranges might go into 1 glass, a sugar amount your body would never process at once naturally. This overwhelms your system and creates an inflammatory response that targets your joints. The Harvard School of Public Health recently investigated why some healthy diets fail to reduce inflammation in seniors. Fruit smoothies emerged as a common denominator, appearing healthy while actually increasing inflammatory markers. Even green smoothies can be problematic when fruit is the main ingredient. The vegetable content often masks just how much fruit sugar you're actually consuming. Keep smoothies simple with 1 fruit portion and add veggies, protein, and healthy fats to balance the impact. Adding a tablespoon of ground flaxseed provides anti-inflammatory omega-3s while thickening your smoothie. Using frozen cauliflower as a base creates creamy texture without additional sugar. And choosing low-glycemic fruits like berries rather than bananas makes a substantial difference in how your joints feel hours later. There's something important to understand about fruit and aging. It's not just about the sugar content, it's about how your body processes that sugar now versus decades ago. After 60, insulin receptors become less sensitive. This means blood sugar stays elevated longer after eating fruit. During this extended elevation, sugar molecules can attach to proteins in a process called glycation. Glycation creates compounds that directly damage joint tissues and accelerate aging. The same fruit that once supported your health might now be accelerating joint deterioration through this hidden mechanism. Now let's explore the fruits that actually support your joint health after 60. Berries top the list as genuine joint protectors. Blueberries, blackberries, and strawberries contain anthocyanins that actively reduce inflammatory markers. A study in the Journal of Nutrition found that consuming just 1/2 cup of berries daily reduced cartilage degradation markers in adults over 65. The deep pigments that give berries their color are the same compounds that help preserve your joint mobility. What makes berries so special is their unique balance of nutrients. They offer the lowest sugar-to-antioxidant ratio of any fruits. This means you get maximum anti-inflammatory benefits with minimal glycemic impact. The Framingham Heart Study, which has tracked seniors for decades, found that regular berry consumers had significantly better mobility scores than those who avoided them. The difference was especially notable in knee function and walking speed, 2 critical measures of independence. Frozen berries are just as beneficial as fresh, making them accessible year-round. The freezing process actually locks in antioxidants at their peak, sometimes making them more potent than fresh berries that have been shipped long distances. Cherries deserve special attention for joint health. They contain compounds that lower uric acid levels, particularly beneficial for those with gout tendencies. Tart cherries have been shown to reduce pain scores in arthritis patients by up to 20% in some studies. Even a small daily portion can make noticeable differences in how easily you move within just 2 weeks. Research from Michigan State University found that the specific anthocyanins in cherries have a direct impact on the COX-2 enzyme, the same enzyme targeted by many anti-inflammatory medications. This natural approach provides relief without the side effects of pharmaceutical options. 20 cherries contain the anti-inflammatory equivalent of 1 standard ibuprofen, but work more gently on your system. For convenience, unsweetened cherry concentrate can be added to water or tea. Just 1 tablespoon provides significant anti-inflammatory benefits. Don't overlook avocados as a fruit option for joint health. Their healthy fat content directly feeds joint membrane health. The combination of vitamin E and monounsaturated fats creates a powerful anti-inflammatory effect. People who consume avocados regularly show significantly lower levels of cartilage degradation markers. The Arthritis Foundation specifically recommends avocados for joint protection. Their unique fat profile helps your body absorb other nutrients that support joint health, creating a synergistic effect. The vitamins in avocados also support collagen production, essential for maintaining the structural integrity of your joints. Half an avocado daily has been linked to improved hand grip strength in seniors, a key marker of overall mobility and independence. Green apples offer benefits when eaten at the right time and in proper portions. Their pectin content helps remove toxins that might otherwise settle in joint tissues. The key is moderation, one small apple with a protein source to buffer sugar absorption. The quercetin in apple skin acts as a natural antihistamine, reducing inflammatory responses throughout your body. This is especially beneficial for weather-sensitive joints that react to barometric pressure changes. Researchers at Cornell University discovered that apple polyphenols help preserve synovial fluid quality, the natural lubricant that keeps your joints moving smoothly. Eating the apple with its skin intact is crucial, as many beneficial compounds are concentrated there. Another fruit ally for aging joints, papaya. This tropical option is lower in sugar than many of its counterparts. It contains papain, an enzyme that helps break down proteins that can trigger joint inflammation when incompletely digested. A 2023 study in the International Journal of Rheumatic Diseases found that papaya enzymes helped reduce morning stiffness in adults over 70. The improvement was most noticeable in finger joints, critical for maintaining independence with everyday tasks. Perhaps most importantly, how you incorporate fruits matters as much as which ones you choose. Eating fruit after protein, rather than on an empty stomach, slows sugar absorption. Consuming smaller portions throughout the day, instead of large servings, prevents inflammatory spikes. And paying attention to your unique responses matters more than any general rule. Your body is speaking to you through how your joints feel hours after eating. That conversation becomes clearer when you start connecting what you eat with how you move. The timing of fruit consumption makes a surprising difference in how it affects your joints. Morning fruit is typically better tolerated than evening portions. Your metabolism naturally slows toward day's end, making sugar processing more difficult. That innocent apple at 9 p.m. might be why your knees feel stiff at 7 a.m. Try eating fruit before 2 p.m. for 2 weeks and note any changes in your morning mobility. The temperature of fruit also impacts how your body responds to it. Cold fruit straight from the refrigerator requires more energy to digest. This diverts resources away from joint repair processes. Room temperature fruit is easier on your digestive system and less likely to trigger inflammatory responses. Try this simple experiment. Remove all high-sugar fruits for just 3 days. Note any changes in morning stiffness or ease of movement. Then slowly reintroduce one fruit at a time, observing your body's response. This personalized approach reveals your specific triggers and supportive foods. Many people discover that certain fruits cause problems only when eaten in combination with other foods. For example, bananas might be well tolerated alone, but trigger joint discomfort when combined with yogurt. These individual patterns matter more than general rules. Learning your personal fruit language might be the key to unlocking better mobility. What's remarkable is how quickly your body can respond to these changes. Many seniors report noticeable improvements in joint comfort within just 72 hours of adjusting their fruit choices. The inflammation that's been building for years can begin to resolve surprisingly quickly when you remove the triggers. This isn't about deprivation, it's about strategic choices. You don't need to eliminate fruit to protect your joints. You simply need to choose varieties that support rather than strain your current biology. The fruit that loved your 30-year-old knees might not be right for your 60-year-old knees. And that's perfectly okay. Your tastes have probably evolved in other ways too. Consider how your body is unique in its responses. Genetics play a significant role in how you process different fruits. Some people have genetic variations that make fructose metabolism more difficult. For these individuals, even healthy fruits can contribute to joint problems. A simple blood test can identify these variations and help you personalize your fruit choices even further. Inflammation isn't always bad. It's your body's natural healing response. But chronic, low-grade inflammation from seemingly innocent sources like fruit can slowly erode joint comfort. By making informed choices, you're not fighting your body's processes, you're supporting them. Your joints have been faithful companions throughout your life. They've carried you through careers, parenting, adventures, and countless daily tasks. Now they're asking for a little more consideration in return. Remember, this isn't about eliminating fruit. It's about choosing the right ones that support your body now, not the body you had decades ago. Your joints carry your independence, your memories, your future plans. They deserve nutrition that helps rather than hinders. The mobility you maintain today determines the freedom you enjoy tomorrow. Simple choices about which fruits grace your kitchen counter can make the difference between struggling with stairs and confidently navigating your day. If this information resonated with you, type "My joints deserve better" in the comments. I'd love to hear which fruit connections you've noticed in your own experience. And don't forget to subscribe.